The happy couple. Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Digby. I'm an Agape practitioner and a minister, and I'm also friends of these two, and I'm just so glad to be here and doing this. So I'm just going to welcome all the family and friends here. Doug's mom and dad, Jackie and Doug, Troy's dad, John, Doug's sister, Carrie, Lynn, Troy's sister, Courtney, Doug's stepbrother, Christopher, Doug's niece, Kate, and Doug's nephew, Jack, and everyone else, family and friends, thank you for being here to witness this beautiful celebration of love. So I can just invite you to close your eyes for a moment. We're just going to open it up in a field of love and a field of prayer. So just allow yourselves to take a deep, loving breath and release that breath. And so how simply good it is to be in this beautiful space right now, so anchored in love by these two, so celebrated in love by their relationship, and celebrated by each of us representing the one of us, which is the power and the light of God. Going by so many names, doesn't matter what you call it, but we're just celebrating it here today, that this love is tangible and real. And so we know that this service is unfolding with ease and grace, that there's love here, and we're blessing all of it. We're blessing the food later, we're blessing the music, the celebration, and all of us as living witnesses to their relationship. Oh, this is that sweet spot, so we keep it there and we're grateful, and we say, and so it is, amen. So one of the greatest things I get to do being a minister is marry people. And growing up as a little gay kid, I never thought we'd either get the right to marry, or I certainly grew up Jewish, so I'm not a rabbi. My parents are still upset about that, whatever. And this ability to marry people, and I married all kinds of people, but you know, it is such a celebration, when you know people that you're getting married, and I've known Doug a long time, and I've known Troy less time, but equally amount of love for both of them. And the best thing I get to do is this, because as a practitioner, I spend a lot of time helping sick people. And that's very rewarding, and I love doing that, but you know, this is the celebration and the joy. So when we met at a fancy cafe on Santa Monica Boulevard and talked about their love for each other, I invited them to see if they wanted to write vows. And when everyone hears the word vows, they get really scared. Like, it's gotta be perfect, it's gotta be like this thing that was written by Hallmark or something, and it's just a celebration of love. So I'm going to invite them to read why they love each other. Troy loves Doug. Make sure they get the right ones, otherwise they'd be reading them about themselves. So I'm going to invite Troy to read first. And I'm going to hold the mic for you.
I met Doug at what was possibly the lowest point in my life. I was living in rehab with only a few days sobriety under my belt. I had nothing to my name. I didn't even know who I was. Anyone in their right mind would have run in the other direction. Doug didn't run. There was chemistry from the start, but he gave me the time I needed to work on myself. He supported me from a distance, and he waited. Today, he continues to stand by me when things are good, when things are not so good. He makes me laugh, even when I don't really want to. And his childlike demeanor keeps both of us young at heart. Doug has to kiss me every opportunity he gets, and though it drives me nuts at times, it's that constant reminder that he loves me no matter what. He has never once tried to change me and makes me comfortable for just being who I am. And it's showed me many, many times that his love is unconditional. Doug's energy is sometimes way too high for a recovering drunk. It's that balance we need. to keep things right in the middle of the road. Doug is my soulmate. And the person I want to grow old with. I love you with all my heart.
Beautiful. You can clap for that. That's so beautiful. Okay, now it's Doug's turn. Does anyone have tissue? I forgot.
Troy. I love him for his sense of humor, his kind heart, his attitude and his attitude of whatever he wants he gets, and that is true. That is pretty much true. He got the apartment, he got my heart hands down. He's generous, thoughtful, listens to me when I'm rambling, LOL. He offers valuable advice and can take constructive criticism as well. He's an awesome listener, and I love how we can talk freely without reservation, no matter what the subject is. Good, bad, or indifferent. He's affectionate, lovable, wonderful kisser, and loves me for being me. He has beautiful eyes, tattoos, beard, lips, everything about him. He'd give me the courage to chase my dreams, and there's absolutely no one I'd rather do that with him. Oh my God, there's absolutely nobody I'd rather do that with than him. The fact that we're both sober and trudging this road together, I couldn't want anything more. I'm just absolutely and completely in love with him. I love you, Troy, always and forever.
So beautiful. So now we got to get the legal stuff out of the way. So Douglas Benjamin, I didn't know his name was Benjamin Dangerfield. Do you take Troy to be your lawfully wedded spouse? And you just say, I do.
I do.
And Troy Ray McFadden, do you take Tug to be your lawfully wedded spouse?
I do.
It's a new law in the state of California. You got to say the full names. Otherwise, they live in a marriage that's not legal. We don't want that. So, will Kate and Jack come up, please? You guys can stay up here. It's okay. Stay up here. On the sides. And so, Doug, you're going to place the ring on Troy's finger and repeat this. With this ring, I be wed.
I be wed.
Awesome. And Troy, you're going to place it on Doug's finger and say, with this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I do wed.
All right. And now I need everyone to stand up for a moment. So I want you to put your hands out like this. This is something we do at my spiritual center. Everyone's heard the proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. We flip that in our spiritual community and says it takes a child to raise a village. And you're part of that village, and you're part of Doug's and Troy's village. So I just want you to repeat this affirmation after me. And that way you're all kind of in agreement and support of this wedding. So, Doug and Troy, so I want you to repeat it out loudly so they can hear it at Wood Ranch. So Doug and Troy, we love and support you. No matter what. We're going to take the good calls, the in-between calls, and maybe a few bad calls along the way. We love and support you. We are here for you. We are here for you in any way you need to help this relationship blossom and flourish. I'm sorry, that's a long sentence. I never believe in punctuation. We got you, and so it is. Take a deep breath, release a big ah, So, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church in the state of California and as Agape licensed practitioner, I now have the great honor of pronouncing you husbands. And I invite you guys for your first kiss as husbands. Please do so. Ladies and gentlemen, our fabulous new couple. Now we're going to, our couple, you're not a couple anymore, what are you? Husbands, there we go. So just want to do a blessing for the new couple and for the food. So just close your eyes for one more moment. And just so grateful that we got to witness in this beautiful environment here and witness their love, hear their vows, and then celebrate their vows and know that we're part of that team. We're part of that Doug Troy team. So as we go forth and celebrate the food, we bless the food, we bless eating it, we bless all the workers that prepared it, and we bless the music and festivities and everyone that helped make this beautiful celebration of love a success. We're grateful, we're grateful, we're grateful, and so it is, amen. Let's enjoy and let's eat. Congratulations, Doug and Troy.
If you guys haven't met me yet, I'm Lynn. I'm the baby of the family. Doug's family, now Doug and Troy's family. Thank you for coming here to this awesome event. I just want to say a couple of things and then I'm done. Thank you for the compliments for the bow tie. Yes. But not about me, it's about them. Troy, I know it should be. Troy, when I met you last year, I knew right off the bat, I freaking loved you. I was like, oh God, not another Navy person. I don't want to talk about Navy shop all the time. But you're real, dude, and the fact that you can understand my brother, which I can't, and I don't know how you guys can, and you get his weird jokes, and I still don't understand them.
It's not a roast.
Yeah. But I want to say welcome. Again, I knew you were a keeper when I met you last year. Doug, don't mess it up. Alright? I love you with all my heart, both of you guys. I should come up here more often because I only live 3 hours away. But right now, let's celebrate them in this moment and have a nice toast. Alright? To Doug and Troy, welcome to the family.
That's okay. Okay, you guys are done hearing words from the Dangerfield clan. So, I'm the other sister. And growing up, Doug and I were really close. There's only a couple years between us. And I could regale you, and I will, if you give me the opportunity, with very funny stories of us growing up. But the one thing I can tell you, from the moment we hit a time where we were no longer just playmates, but friends, he just wanted to give love and be loved. And 10 years passed, 20 years passed, and then he calls me in 2016, and he says, I found him. I found him. And I'm giving him his space, but I found him. And I said, bullshit. Leave him alone. Don't do it. Because I'm a cynic. And months passed, and he said, nope, this is the guy. And then a few more months passed, and he said, we're moving in together. And I, of course, said, don't do that. Are you crazy? And he did it anyhow, because who listens to me? And so then we went on a family vacation, and I had the dubious honor of meeting Troy. And I have to say, just like Lynn said, fell in love immediately. I watched them look each other, and I saw the love. And it's what everybody wants. That just one look, 1 second, and you know that there is such a spark and such a love. And I knew that this was going to be forever. So I had the pleasure, I feel very blessed to have Troy join our family and to have Darlis and Courtney and John, who unfortunately is at the bathroom, I think, join our family because I'm sorry to say this, but once you're in, you're stuck. I was just saying, John, that once you're in my fold, then you're in, and you're part of that fold, and you're in. So, let's raise our glasses again to my wonderful brother, who I adore, and my new brother, who I adore as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations.